Brazil. This is Kanawa Haiti. I play the drums from Groundation.
I'm Dave Sachere from Groundation, the trumpet player. We're here in Brasília to give you a great show. My name is Kelsey Howard. I play trombone. My name is Mingo Lewis Jr. I am the percussionist. What's up? I'm Newman. I play the bass.
I'm Kim, one of the singers for Groundation.
Hello, this is Marcus Girardi with Groundation.
I'm Stephanie, and I'm one of the singers in Groundation.
It's great to be here in Brazil. Thanks for having us, and looking forward to the show tonight.
Olá galera, esse é mais um Exclusiva e hoje o Exclusiva está internacional. É isso aí, eu vou entrevistar o Harrison Stafford, vocalista e guitarrista da banda Groundation. Stafford, it's a pleasure to have you here in our show. And I'd like you to first start with the background of your band. I mean, the foundation. And
Sure. Well, the foundation was myself, Ryan Newman on bass, Marcus Girardi on the keyboard, Kelsey Howard on trombone, David Sachere on trumpet. We met while going to school, studying at Sonoma State University, earning our jazz degrees. And so we were playing in jazz combos together, and we felt a connection, and we wanted to continue our own thing. So I called up Ryan, the bass player. I said, it's time for us to start, and we're going to start Groundation. Roots reggae with jazz, something that's us, something that's unique, you know? And Stephanie and Kim from Jamaica, Mingo Lewis Jr. on the congas, Kanua Harite on the drums. So we're 9 people on stage. We've been doing it for 10 years. We have 6 albums. We've been touring all around the world, throughout Africa, South America, North America, all throughout Europe, Asia, Middle East, all over the world.
And you say your music is, you call it spiritual roots reggae. What is this? What does this spirituality means to the band?
Well, it means a togetherness, equality, you know. In our band, there's no superstar. We are all together, you know. I'm no more important than anyone else in the group. So to be grounded, to be spiritually on a level, you know, where there is no superiority, there is no one way, there's many ways. As we have 6.5 billion people on the earth, 6.5 billion ways of going about life. All have to be respected, all have to be honored. So that is the spirit of Groundation. It's one of equality and love for each other. It doesn't matter what religion you are, what color you are, what race you are. We're here to create music, to try and move people, to try and help elevate ourselves and society, yeah?
And each album tells a story, right?
Sure.
And I'd like to know, what is the story behind this last album, Rockamovia? It's actually a side project, right?
It is a side project,
Yeah,
right,
I'd
right.
like to know the story behind this side
Well, the
project.
Rockamovia, it's actually, it's not a part of the Groundation work. So it was more of an opportunity to go into the studio after a very nice tour with Horsemouth Wallace, a legendary Studio One, Alpha Boy School, one of the creators of reggae. So we brought him into the studio with a good friend of ours, Will Bernard, on guitar, and we recorded Rockamovia with Marcus, Ryan, and myself. And we went in the studio and in 2 days recorded the album. So yeah, it's a special thing.
And you write the lyrics of the songs,
Right.
When did you start writing? And tell us a little bit more about the stories behind the songs, about politics and peace and everything you're trying to pass.
Yeah, that's a lot of information right there. You know, it's a collection of where you've been, of who you've met, of what you have read. You know, it's a connection of who you are. So, you know, our music is about life, about the evolution of life, the individual becoming conscious of themselves, to be able to drive this life to where they want it to be go, you know? The individual to understand that they have friends, family, loved ones, their lineage goes all the way to the beginning of time. So there's a connection to the earth, to each other, you know. Each one teach one is that album, you know. Also, there are positive and negative forces of the world, both outside us and within us. And really we try and focus on the positive. We try and talk about the negative aspects of life to try and overcome these obstacles, you know. But really our music is about a positive change, about the realization that the power we have is infinite and life is always getting greater. You know, we're not just evolving as people, we're evolving in our intellect, we're evolving in many ways. So that's what we speak about, that's what we're talking about, you know, and politics and all these things are just little fragments of that, little fragments.
And you've been here, it's not the first time here. What do you think about the Brazilian public, especially Brasília?
Yeah, Brazilian got the passion. We love Brazil, you know. They have a nice spice from Africa. They have a nice spice from the Amazon, the elements, the ocean. The people really have a power beyond a lot of other people in the world. You know, Brazilians have a way about them, a great love of life, to express themselves, like carnival and these things, to really express yourself, you know, let loose and get wild. You know, Brazilians are with that.
Have you ever got to heard our reggae music? What do you think about it?
It's good, it's solid, it's conscious, it's roots reggae. So it's good music, you know.
And this is a fan who's asking this question, and we chose these questions among many we received. He's asking, why do you think California has a tendency for alternative movements to the mainstream?
Well, I mean, it's simply an evolution of people, you know. If you look at the world, what was the last place discovered? The west coast of America was the last place. So it's kind of like a movement of people for consciousness, for betterness. They weren't satisfied in Europe, so they came to the East Coast. And they weren't satisfied there, so they traveled more and more and more until they finally came against California. And you have nothing but the Pacific Ocean further beyond. And then you have, of course, Asia beyond that. So there's no more land. So you have to, if you're going to start something, you got to start it from there. So with UC Berkeley, with San Francisco, with all of the hippie movement in the 60s, all the anti-war civil rights movements that came out of Oakland and these areas, that's where we're from. So that's our parents, that's our people, you know. So yeah, our parents traveled the most. They were not satisfied, and there's no more place to go. So if you're going to do it now. That's why California has that. I feel that.
That's nice. And just to finish, I would like you to send a message to your Brazilian public.
Sure. The Brazilian public. We are honored to be here, you know. To be welcomed so much in a foreign country is nothing but a humbling experience, you know. We hope to return more and more and more and more and make deeper connections with the people. Because right now we move so quick. It's hard to experience all the beauty and all the great essence of what Brazil has to offer. So it's just the beginning right now. And we want to tell the people of Brazil to hang on strong, because the future is for good people. And that's where we're going to be, man. That's where we're going to be. Groundation, always.
Okay, I'd like to thank you once again. This is very important to the university community. E é isso aí, pessoal. A exclusiva fica por aqui. Fique ligado na nossa programação.
Brazil, we love you. We'll be back every year. Thank you so much.
You guys are always supporting the music, and we respect that 100%. Obrigada.
Keep the positive message of reggae music alive.
See you later.